Well, Chris, it was an emotional day both inside and outside the courtroom. We've had people behind us here shouting at each other. At one point, it got to be a pretty large group, but the sheriff's deputies pretty much quelled that, and that is under control. But what's really important is what happened inside the courtroom, and that is that paramedics, police officers, and some of the student athletes actually took the stand, giving jurors a better idea and a more detailed idea of what they say happened in the moments before and after Austin Metcalf was stabbed at a Frisco track meet. Using our courtroom sketches, because cameras are not allowed inside, that's why you're seeing these sketches. Jurors first heard from the paramedic who treated Austin Metcalf. He testified Metcalf had no pulse. His pupils were fixated and dilated, and emergency crews performed extraordinary life-saving measures. Jurors then heard from the school resource officer who arrested Carmelo Anthony. Body camera captured Anthony crying, repeatedly saying Metcalf had put his hands on him and asking officers if Metcalf was going to be okay. Another emotional moment came when jurors watched body camera video showing paramedics working to save Metcalf while his twin brother screamed nearby, calling out that his brother was his best friend. Several people in that courtroom were very emotional. And Metcalf's mother was crying. She was sobbing. And so the jurors have been hearing all of this testimony here today, you guys.
And Rebecca, for the first time today, the prosecutors showed the jury the actual weapon that was used. Can you describe what they saw?
Well, the weapon they say that was used was more like a Leatherman's tool. They said it did have a blade on it, but it was described more as a utility tool. They did show it to the jury. They had that particular weapon there, and they also said that they showed a picture where the weapon was found and the blade wasn't fully locked. It was just halfway. So some defense attorneys are saying that that is going to be something that the defense is going to use in their favor. Back to you, Chris.
And Rebecca, I know, look, we're very early on in this process, and at the end of the day, the jury will take everything that they have heard throughout the duration of the trial. But specifically today, did this testimony help one side over the other?
Well, I think that talking to our legal expert, that both sides probably got some points across. The prosecution was able to have the student athletes say that it was not Austin Metcalf that actually escalated this, that Austin Metcalf was just trying to get Carmelo Anthony to leave the area, but it was Carmelo Anthony who became aggressive and then stabbed Austin Metcalf. But then the defense had those same witnesses that testified that Carmelo Anthony was never actually sitting under the tent. He was sitting there talking to a friend. He was laughing and joking at times, and it was Austin Metcalf who became aggressive, trying to get him to leave and actually shoved him. And he described it as like a lineman's drill and basically like got him by the shoulders, and that is when Carmelo Anthony reacted. And of course, we're going to hear a lot more testimony from these witnesses as the days progress, Chris.
All right, Rebecca Lopez, thank you so much.